Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to be doing Casper's song today. So we'll start off with a fresh track, and then we will pick out a sound to make the motive with. So we're going to go to Instruments, Instrument Rack, Piano and Keys, and then I'm just going to switch through these to the kind of near the bottom to see if I can find something that sounds good. This will probably change as I go on making the song, but I just need something to start with. Okay, so I'm gonna use A minor, which is also C major, to make Casper's name. So I'm gonna write it out here in front of you all so you can see how I do it. So we're gonna start with E for the C, A is C, S is G, P is D, E is G, and R is F. So those are 6 notes. So we have E, C, G, D, G, F for the motive of the name. And so before going any further, we'll have to change the key. So we're going to go to scale, C, A, and then minor. And then we're going to change the tempo as well to be 108. Go. Yes, 108. Alright. So just to see what this sounds like on the keyboard, we'll play it here. Oh, that's kind of cool. Alright, Alright, so we're going to do 4 bars as a fixed length, and see how that goes here. So, tab tempo on. Okay. And let's record it. Okay, let's do that one more time. Okay, I think we can do this in 2 bars. Let's try doing 2 bars. Okay. Now that we have it down, I'm just going to do some surgery. So I'm going to delete this note that was overlapping. I'm going to nudge this back to the beginning, and I'm going to nudge this one a little bit as well. And then I'm going to nudge this one to the right, and this one, I'm going to make it a little bit shorter and nudge it to the right as well. And then I'm going to quantize it. So let's see what it sounds like. Oh, I think that sounds really good actually for the first shot. So yeah, that is Casper's name as the motive of the song. So it's Casper. So that's decoded actually. This and then the notes that were part of the cryptogram or crypto key were the uncoded notes. So yeah, this is Casper's name. So I'm excited to keep going. All right, so now that we have the motive, we can add some sort of chord progression. So I'm going to go to my next MIDI track over here, swap button, and I'm going to pick out another instrument to go with it. Something maybe of piano keys again. I wonder if a doorknob would sound good as for chords. So I'm gonna try maybe to see. Yeah, it's very like elusive, very chill, which I like. And then I'm going to play the chord progression on the keyboard just because for me it's easier to see where the keys are laid out on the keyboard since I'm trained on the piano. So I'm going to go down an octave on my keyboard here. Yeah, that's really pretty. I'm actually just gonna go up one and then swing down. Okay. So E minor, C major, G, G major, so E minor, C major, G, G major, and then maybe like a F minor, F major. Okay, let's see. Okay. I'm just gonna record that and see what it sounds like together. I'm gonna put my metronome back on and go for it. Oh, before, I'm gonna change the fixed length to 4 bars actually, just so I can have another round to try this out. Okay. I think that turned out pretty well. So what I'm going to do now is just extend the notes to be longer. So I'm just going to turn the length up here in this parameter clockwise, just to make the notes longer, spread out more. And then I'm going to nudge these so they're closer to the bar. There we go. And then length, yeah, longer. And this one I'm gonna nudge a little bit. Same with these. Make them a little bit longer. And nudge, 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 and longer. If it bleeds into the next chord, I'm okay with that, as long as it doesn't cut off the note. Okay, so I'm gonna quantize and so it might be because these are bleeding in actually, which I thought would sound pretty good, but I'm gonna nudge them back and see if that changes anything. Yeah, it does. Okay. So I'm gonna just nudge these back just a tad bit. Okay. I also want to check the velocity. So I just want to make sure the velocity is pretty much the same across all the notes. So this one I'm going to go up. We have velocity at 68 here. This one was 66. It's going to come up a little bit. This one a little bit. This one's at 53, so up. This one's at 61. So same with these. And this one's at 53, so we want that one to be up again, up as well. And this one was very low. So let's see how that sounds. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my motive and I'm just gonna check the velocity on these as well, to make sure they're uniform-ish. We don't want completely uniform, we don't want it to sound robotic, even though this is electronic music. But so this one is at 74, this one's at 86, 88, 109. I think I'm going to turn that one down into the 80s. So they're all kind of around the same, within the 80 to 70 range. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna add like a pad, I think. So I'm gonna go to new MIDI track, default track, swap button, instruments, instrument rack, and I want something that's like maybe these are strings, but yeah, something like, I guess, ambient evolving, or we could go to Poly. They have some nice pads. But I don't want anything too crazy. This one sounds interesting. I wonder if it would stick with the key signature though. Let's see. Yeah, with those, they kind of go up and down like an arpeggiator, but it's hard to sound good when you're in a specific, trying to stay within a specific key signature. So I'm gonna keep looking for something that's okay. Let's go to operator, or we can go to meld, and go to pad. I'm gonna try this one. I mean, that does sound pretty cool. I think I'm gonna record it. So I'm just using the root key here that's lit up. So that would be A. And then I'm just changing the motion. It's kind of ominous, but I like it. Alright. Let's see. What do we got for the fixed length? Yeah, 4 bars. Alright. So the cool thing with this, I don't know if you saw, but this little square, which probably looks like a dot on the computer screen, but this means that it's recording my motion. So while I'm recording it, I'm actually, while I'm playing and recording, I'm actually recording my movements. I'm recording what I'm doing. So if I'm changing the motion to go up and down, then that's recording that automation. So in this case, I was moving the motion up, and then I went back down, and then to kind of give it that swoop kind of sound. So it started real slow, and then I turned the motion up. Here's like the peak, and then it kind of restarts again. So I think that sounds pretty good. I might try to add I think next I'm going to try to add some sort of like rhythmic keys or something. So I'm going to add a MIDI track again and go to my instruments and see here. I'm going to try simpler, and I'm going to try something. So this one, Glit Proc Loop, I think sounded pretty good. So I'm gonna bring it down an octave. So this is literally just a loop, but I can change where it starts and ends. And then I would ultimately make it go faster as well, because it's being warped. Because Ableton warps their, but you can warp it to the BPM. So when you throw something into Ableton, you can actually warp the BPM, the loop, to be in line with the BPM that you choose. So if you have a loop that's, let's say 125 BPM, but you want it to be 100, but your song is 120, so you want it to be 120 BPM, you throw it into Ableton and then you click warp and it automatically changes it to be 120 to match with your song. So yeah, this is cool. I'm just gonna see here where. So I'm trying to line it up so it's in beat, obviously. So I'm gonna change the start position to be later, so the clip is shorter. Okay, so the loop length was cut a little short, so it wasn't lining up, and now that I've increased the loop length, it's in beat, so I'm going to record it. Before I go any further, I'm going to add some compression to these instruments. So starting with this one that I just did, I'm going to add a device and audio effects, and I'm going to add a glue compressor, and I'm just going to play that one only. I'm turning up the makeup, turning down the threshold, and turning down the dry wet right now. Okay. I'm gonna add one to this one as well. For the motive, I think I'm gonna add some reverb onto it. That was the wrong one. Let's see. We want to select the one that we're on and add device, audio effects, reverb. There we go. That's the sound we're looking for sure. Yep. So I'm adding a compressor now to the motive as well, because the reverb is kind of making it expand out and sound a little bit quieter. There we go. Alright, I think it's time for drums. So we're going to add a MIDI track and drums. Alright, I'm gonna record the kick and the snare sound in a different track than I am going to the hi-hats, because hi-hats and snare I'm going to put together, and then the kick I'm going to leave, because I like to add reverb just to the snare and the hi-hats. So I'm going to record just the kick here. gonna add a compressor to it as well. Alright, I'm gonna add a track, and it's gonna be a drum track, and I'm gonna use the same drum kit. And we're gonna do the high hats and snare. Alright, I'm going to add another drum kit for the woodblock sound that is becoming a staple in my music production. So add a track and MIDI, drums, a bass kit, and let's record that woodblock sound. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the kick, the snare and the hi-hats, and I'm gonna add some reverb to them. So I'm gonna go to device and audio effects and reverb. I'm gonna turn down the room size, but then I'm going to turn up the decay a little bit. Alright, let's add some, let's add some, Synth Rhythmic. I think we did, but it ended up turning into more of a pad. So let's do that again, and maybe we can make it kind of sound like a bass track. I'm going to see if that one might work, if I can mess with the parameters enough. Never mind, I like digital tension better. This one sounds pretty cool. Let's go down a couple octaves. See if we can mess with some parameters. Filter cutoff, turn it down, make it sound more like a bass line. Let's turn the hats off. Stab decay up. Stab decay down. Let's record that. So I'm just using the root key here, the root note of the key. And this is basically what it sounds like without any music, but it sounds very bassy when everything's playing together. So let's record it. Yeah, I like that. Casper. 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 Alright, that was pretty cool. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you gained something from it. If you have any questions, comments, or anything, leave them below, and I will get back to you about it. Let me know what you think about this one. Let me know maybe some more stuff that you would like to see and hear and learn about, and I would be more than happy to make videos about whatever interests you particularly. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.